Here it is, Friday, packed up under conspicuous circumstances. The whole sky was just covered with gray. It seems there's some breaking, which is nice. The Steens are back here. They've got snow from the recent rain. And these clouds have dissuaded me from going back to that campground, which is like a 20-mile drive down a gravel road. And it was just right in the direction of these clouds. So we're gonna bail to Burns today. I'm gonna take advantage of the dry riding conditions. My goal was to get back to that range and spend 2 days on it. And the gates are still closed. That loop is closed. It's my third attempt to get back there. It's failed in my life. I think it was 07 I was here last. 15 years. Yeah. This is my room. Well rested, well fed, clean shaven, and guess it's gonna be another 7 days camping, I hope. The weather's shaping up. It rained a little bit here. Kind of ahead of schedule, but that's the way it is. This is fabulous. This is what I've been waiting for. Some nice big trees. Ponderosa pine trees. And I think these are black pine. And there's this, it's almost like an usnea here, but different color all over in these trees. Beautiful, contrasting kind of a bright green under the canopy. Yeah. Hey, this place is really nice. What's also nice about it is the forest floor. It's grassy like this, and it just feels like carpeting. This is back again in Malheur National Forest, and this direction is Strawberry Mountain and Strawberry Mountain Wilderness. As I got closer, I realized there was a massive fire, and it looks like specifically the wilderness has been burned. This is almost an invisible road coming up here, and on the motorcycle it was easy. I'm camping somewhere up here in the shade. I think over beyond this downed log, this tree here, and I was fairly certain I would be stopped by something like this. Here my sundial is in effect. This is my mark. Oh, at least half an hour ago. So the sun is going to go this way, west. I don't have a compass, and I needed to know where the shade was going to be later. Here's a nice change of pace. Some real food. A banana, garlic, and an orange. It's the warm-up, and I have to say, yesterday afternoon was really stifling, hot, still, and that cool down didn't come really until I was going to sleep. And I think today, after taking a walk around this ridge here, back into the next canyon, I heard water. Not too far away from the road. I might have to work a little to get it, but that means I've got a safety net back here. This morning, something was over here, an animal, and it sounded like it made a hiss, but then it like continued, so I couldn't tell if it was like exhaling through its nose like deer or through its mouth like a cat. The water is just down here. I came down this draw here 10 or 15 minutes. Here's the road that spurs from the main road, number 15 down here, crosses the main creek, and my road that I'm on just ends over this way, and there's another lower one. Both logging roads, but really interesting, there's no stumps to be seen. Lots of smaller trees, but I didn't see one stump up there. And now I'm gonna have to just boogie down there and boogie back because of the horse flies. Forgot to mention there are ticks out here as well, and a smaller variety, and I had one on my arm. I didn't even feel it. Okay, so this is the end of the road right here, and a definite chew bone. Looks like it has more life left in it. And then a definite cat turd, a larger cat. But this is my theory. This is the cat zone here. This draw down to the water. Things are kind of heating up again, like yesterday. The clouds were building up over here. And there's some dark clouds back here. I've got a feeling something's gonna let loose. Things are kind of heating up again, like yesterday, the clouds were building up over here. And there's some dark clouds back here. I've got feeling something's gonna let loose. It's morning time here, and clouds were thick last night, sprinkled here. In this direction there was a lightning thunder show last night for a brief while. The mist was hanging in these valleys this morning, and the clouds are building early on. I'm thinking it's going to be a wet day today. What I wanted to do is just kind of immerse myself into this forest, get a feel for it. And it is wild. There was I think a deer up here last night. This was a quick bailout. Set it all up before the rain started. You'll see, it's pretty depressing when you gotta bail out and set the tent up in the rain. And this is a big forest, Malheur National Forest. Lots of logging going on the east side of Strawberry Mountain, and the trees are just massive big. They just keep going, big ass trees. And so this whole odyssey I've been on, it feels that I've just been suffering and vexed by personal gear and things that are falling apart. The tent zippers decide to not work. You know, luckily the Rainfly zipper works if from the inside. This screen door you have to close from the outside, and any second, you know, the time you need to get away from bugs or the rain, they'll go out on me. My boots are, it's time to go. My sleeping bag is ancient, falling apart. My motorcycle, got the tent in a better shaded spot over here. Sucks there's another big animal hole real close. Previously, I've plugged the hole up and unplugged it the next day. Here's another bit of information. It's bear country. Not a huge bear, but I guess you never know. Yeah, probably the weather would make a difference too. It's a region that kind of makes its own weather patterns. Okay, so previously, when I've come close to these mountains and national forests, the weather just got to be too much. And that was on a street motorcycle. But it's a big forest. And being amongst these trees is almost like an outdoor culture shock compared to being in the deserts. Look at that view. That's pretty cool. Nice turnaround in weather from yesterday. It was definitely the cold front because it was cold last night. Had to put on my army layer. Didn't do the pants. I just pulled my jacket over the bag. I could tell the cold was just coming down the top of the bag. It felt wet. It's drying over here. And so last night was tent malfunction night. And my word to the wise is replace your tent when the zippers start to go out. Only reason being I wanted to zip up was because there's ticks. There have been ticks almost since the beginning. Yesterday there was one crawling on my neck in the tent. Foolishly I left the door open when I went to explore. And so yeah, it brought me down at that particular moment. There's been a lot of animal activity here. Right now there's a hawk. Might even be right up there, that back tree. Just kind of making a little crying noise. There's one here. Could have been the same one earlier. Pileated woodpeckers. Big ones. Sounds like there's a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout with a hatchet chopping on stuff. Chipmunk, real curious one. He comes right up here to check me out. And last night, 3 hisses from right up in here. Definite hissing. Yeah. Kind of exciting all around. The tanagers were the first to start chirping. They sound like crickets. Yeah, I think the spark plug swap made a difference, and it could have been making a difference for all of the trouble I've had. I came up this really steep road and crossed this water, and I've got a water source here. I've got the sun. I'm gonna wash some clothes, wash my body real good. This is a real private location. So real similar to my bicycle touring strategy is I come to a place, check it out, just kind of see what kind of bugs are buzzing around, animal signs. So I guess tomorrow we'll bust back out into civilization. So far so good here. I've washed my clothes, they're drying over there. And now I'm gonna cook up some bone broth and country bacon and grits. Alright? And grits is pretty much just ground up corn. The bone broth is flavored quite nicely. It's a chance to eat something besides the middle of the day snack food. Beef broth and grits. Just had a nice walk up the road here. Keeps going and going. And Strawberry Mountain Range was visible. And also some really crappy clear cuts. Recent clear cuts right up to the very, very tops of high mountain ranges. I don't get it. It's going to be hard for anything to come back after that. Yeah, that's why all these paved roads are here in Oregon, so they can come back and get this. Bunches of old growth trees here in this forest. Pretty amazing. There's a bear. Hey man, how's it going? So, the bear sighting, my main concern is that he doesn't come back here. You know, it's going to be dark soon. I'll be in this flimsy tent. Okay, so my very best protection, and I don't even know if it would work or not, would be squirting out this ethanol as a flame. Okay, so I'm going to prepare that with a lighter in this bottle inside. Second, my camera here has a light on it, so I can have a light if I need it. And I put the fully charged battery in the camera. And other than that, my backpack was hanging on this motorcycle. And so now it's going to be in here with me, because bear could easily grab that and take off into the woods if it smelled like some food or something, you know. And that's all I can do. I walked over there because I didn't hear it go very far into the forest. Well, I saw him run, And then he went up left onto the hillside and was snorting. I'm not really scared. I should be, because he ran pretty fast. Looked really strong and healthy. Yeah. He was right here the whole time. What do you want? See? There he is. Huffing away up there. What do you want? Come on. I'm not leaving. Get out of here. Dude, I'm not going to leave. Go away. I can make noise too. Go on. I knew it. Listening to me from right over there. And he's just somewhere up on this slope. Come on. He's a feisty one. I need a fire. I'm gonna make a fire. I can't do this. It's gonna get late and dark and he's gonna be around. He's still up there. I didn't hear him leave. It's probably gonna be a long night. Here's one thing. Alright. Here's secret weapon 1. Trying to put the scare into that guy. Might need to leave on this thing. Here's my zone, bigger and badder, and kind of a blockade of firewood here. I know he's still up there.